get the arm over here. Gotta get the arm over here. Gotta get the arm over here. There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this live stream where we stream live because streaming dead would be too damn weird. Happy Sunday to everybody. Hello, Bunny. Hello, Deep. How are you guys doing today? I just went and got myself a cup of instant coffee, and I will instantly feel loads better. So I just noticed something really weird on the stream here. It tells me how many seconds I've been live, and we were at like 37, and then it went down to 0 and started again. I don't know what that means. That was weird. Was not expecting that. I found a glitch in the matrix. So if you guys came here for the ASMR coffee drinking, you are in luck. We first saw you when it resets to 0. Oh man, so you missed my whole big hello. It's okay. It's kind of the same fucking thing every time. But yeah, this is the first time I've spoken audibly today. So my throat is like, what are you doing? Stop that. Stop that, you fool. Oh, I've seen that happen on other streamers where it looks like they start mid-sentence. The stream only started for me because I hit notification that popped up. Okay. This is all weird, bizarre things that happens. We got a lot to talk about today. I was just going to talk about this big giveaway thing I'm going to do. And then I woke up today having yet another kind of nightmare about my ex. So we're going to talk about that for a bit. But I was also over at Adam Gary's channel on his live stream. Because I typically wake up too late. And then last week, I woke up too early and did the stream. So today, I woke up at a time where it was okay for me to watch the stream. And it was such a pleasant surprise. Like, it really got my creative juices flowing. So I really, really appreciated that. And if you haven't subscribed to Adam's channel, you should probably do so. So that felt good. So we'll probably talk a little bit about that. But first, how are you guys doing today? What did you do this weekend? Give me something good in the comments. And I swear to God, if anyone starts talking about black mold, I'm going to just no, I'm just joking. Okay. Hey, I'm stopping in because you are live, but I'm going to get my chair and I'll get in my chair and write. Type hard. Yeah, good to see you. Everybody, say hello to MJ's hair. MJ's hair is going to go type right now. So that's fantastic. And from what I could tell, you're kind of killing it lately. So good job on you. Do that thing. Let's see. Bunny says, just learning to be a mom, grilling but not getting anything black moldy in my butt. Good. You do not want to get black moldy stuff in your butt. I'm here for a bit. Got to head out to T-ball shortly. Caitlin, I think you're too tall to play T-ball. I don't know why you keep forcing yourself onto that team. Jeez. Ugh. I'm just joking. Okay, I just posted my first video since before I went to Peru. Did a review on a really excellent French classic about a coal mine strike. Holy shit. I'll have to check that out. Reading this, it says, hi, my hair fucking rocks. Not my hair, MJ's hair. Pronouns, pal. You have been a great inspo for the writing. Bye. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good sesh. And I keep forgetting to talk about this. I mentioned it in the last stream, but I want to do a video on writing as a parent. Or as like a new parent, since that is something that not just Bunny has been throwing my way, but like I've been getting quite a few messages from people talking about how hard it is for them to create now that they are a new parent. So obviously, that is kind of the target audience right now. So we're going to hit that. And then I also wanted to talk about the thing going on for members right now. Actually, let me talk about that. Oh, this card is full of stuff. Okay, so one thing that I do want to talk about here, I'm going to write it on the line side. One thing I want to talk about and get a lot better with is gratitude. And a lot of the stuff that I do here, I wouldn't be able to do without your guys' support. And I don't know how much you guys understand that. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, he does the thing, whatever. He has his YouTube channel, he writes books, blah, 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 blah. You know, yeah, that's cool. But, like, you guys are the reason I'm able to live life the way I am. You guys are the reason I'm not homeless. Like, without you guys, like, I don't know what like my life would be. Like, I can't even comprehend, because I've been doing this kind of thing for so long that I don't know what I would do. And I feel like I don't want to say I'm kind of shit at being very thankful, but I don't know, because I feel like a lot of my swagger, let's say, is like this guy who doesn't give a fuck and blah 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 and all that shit. And that's how I talk and that's how I am. But as some of you know, I'm fucking very emotionally fragile inside. And little tiny things mean a lot to me. And some of those little things are your guys' support. And it really does, like, just fill my soul, you know? Because I know a lot of people want to be able to do the things that I do. You know what I'm saying? But it's not because I'm like so good at everything I do that I'm able to do this. The reason why I'm able to do this is because of you guys. So, like, I was laying in bed last night, like wrestling in my head with this, like trying to figure out how to express gratitude and how to express thankfulness for all this shit. And so I'm going to be doing a bunch of giveaways and stuff. But like I that, to me, that isn't like enough. So we're going to start with that, and I'm going to try to find more things to do for that. So that's me putting my shit out there a little bit. And I would say too, this last week was the first week that I did Monday through Friday members only live streams every day. Shar, what's up? How are you doing? And you're looking fantastic, by the way. So good on you. But this whole week, like I did members streams, like morning cup of coffee thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have an actual time when I do that every day, but I'm going to do it Monday through Friday, sometime throughout the day, members only streams. So hopefully you guys will get the notifications. I can't remember what day it was. I think it was Monday and Tuesday. There was this little fuck up with YouTube that did not send notifications out. And I understand why it did it now. And it's kind of shifty. And I'm a little pissed off about it. But that's a whole other thing. So gratitude, giveaways, and what have you. So that was the one thing. In about 20 minutes, like we're going to get into the topic about getting over exes and stuff like that. But I know notifications do take a while to go out, so we're going to hold off on that just a little bit longer. So we had the parenting thing. I wanted to talk just some poetry nonsense here for a little bit too. But if you guys have any questions or topics or comments, leave them in the chat right now. And we could talk a little bit about that while we are doing other things. Oh, and I should talk about that because this was a comment I got today. And it was really... It kind of tripped me out a little bit because I don't know exactly where this came from. I'm assuming it came from something I said and just it was taken out of context. But I got a message where someone asked if I was leaving YouTube and that they were like sad about it and everything like that. I am not leaving YouTube. I'm not leaving social media or anything like that. I'm not even quitting writing. I'm not doing anything of that nature. But I do recall me saying that there were changes coming with how like I go about doing things. And that is true. Like I'm in a crazy transition moment. And I don't know if this is how it is for everybody, but for me, every 2 to 3 years, like there is some sort of shift in how I do things. And I think to me what it is, and this again, like a lot of things I say might sound like I'm bragging. I'm not trying to brag. I'm trying to explain how my brain works here. But I will do things. And then when I feel like I have conquered that thing, the challenge for the art isn't there for me anymore. And I have to push it a little farther. And so when I go and do that push, to me in my head, that becomes like a new era of what I'm creating, like a new type of art that I'm making. Okay. And I've done this my entire life through my like music career to my filmmaking career to doing serials to doing novels to short stories to poetry, and it flows like a fish in the water. Okay. But it's always changing, it's always evolving. And I really feel like most people's work should probably evolve and grow. And if it doesn't, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, are you just writing the same fucking thing over and over and over again? Like, you come to a place, and for readers, I know that sucks. For like listeners of music, how many times have you ever heard somebody say, oh, I really liked their first and second album, and then after that they just fell off? Okay. It fell off because they're not playing the same thing that made you fall in love with them in the first place. The books they write are a little bit different now, but you fell in love with those first books. So those first books are going to be your sweet spot. That's totally fine. But as creators, as artists, we have to constantly be challenged, or else making shit just becomes monotonous. It constantly has to like ebb and flow. You know, there's ups and there's downs. And then when you find that wave, you fucking ride it like crazy. You know what I'm saying? But eventually that wave will fucking wash up on the shore and the tide will suck it back out. And then you have to go back out there and get the next wave that comes in. You know, things are not forever. Like, there's no like perpetual movement. Like, everything you do will change. And I feel like a lot of creators, especially now with social media where people could run their fucking liquor every fucking day and like talk a bunch of shit, they're afraid to change anything because they've been doing something and have been talking shit on everything else. And now suddenly, oh, I feel like I need to expand. I need to like diversify my talents. I need to do something. But I've been talking shit on people who do that this whole time. Now I don't know what to do. And then they find themselves in a like weird thing where they want to be true to their art, but at the same time, they don't want to like be a hypocrite to their followers. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of it's a tightrope. No, I don't even want to say that. It is what it is. You change or you die. You evolve or you die. Being stagnant is not anything I'm ever wanting to do or be. So that's fine. So the reason why I'm saying all this is because when I'm in that transition phase, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. It's kind of scary. It's kind of exciting. But there's like this moment where like you're like in limbo and you don't know what the fuck's going on. You could feel the pull inside of you. But because you don't know where it's taking you, it's terrifying. It's kind of scary. And for the most part, that's where I've been for the last few months. And for those of you who've been watching my channel, and you might have noticed that a lot of my content lately has been very fucking lighthearted. Like not a whole lot of substance there. And it's because I need like the break. I need to be creating something because I am constantly always needing to create things. But when I don't know where I'm going, that doesn't mean I'm not creating. So I've been making a lot of videos of just, hey, here's a video of me walking down a street. Hey, here's a video of me sitting somewhere, and this is outside. Here's a video of me putting food in my mouth. This is fun, right? And I'm doing that because that's like what I would be doing like with my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like you hanging out with me. And when I'm in this period of not knowing where I'm going or what creative venture I'm going to be going down, it's really tricky to kind of figure it out. So I'm glad you're with me while I'm going through all of this. And I know it might be kind of confusing for some of you, but I'm not going anywhere and I'm not going to not write, you know? Like I don't think I can ever like not write. Like that's just something that like I've always done. Sometimes I do it a lot more than others, but like that's not going away. So there's that. Let me see. Bunny says, we got some comments here. Let me see what this says. Been writing, but wanting a feeling of relief that whatever I have inside has come to the surface and made it out into the words. I haven't been getting that. Just pressure, not sure what to do. Just wrote that for later because what you're talking about is way more interesting. Oh fuck, you crack me up. No, that's a good thing there. Okay, so let me take a look at this. Been writing, but wanting a feeling of relief that whatever I have inside has come to the surface and made it out into the words. I haven't been getting that. Just pressure. Is it kind of now, like, I don't mean to be like super like bedroom talk here, but do you feel like your poetry is kind of like edging right now? Like you keep getting really close, but then it just doesn't happen, and you just like keep going. No, is it like that, or do you feel like you kind of yes, um, but not even that fun, right? Because like you're saying it's just pressure. Um, I would say if I didn't know you, I would say you're probably not being honest with yourself and you're not letting yourself go freely. Like you are reserved for some reason. Knowing that I know a bit about you, I would say that it's probably a lot of you not wanting to write about some of the same topics you've written about before. Because like we've had conversations where you've said like you're tired of writing this, that, and the other, and you want to do something else. But when you write, you feel like it's starting to come out like your old shit was, you know? And if you're not done with that, like keep writing that, you know? Um, that might be, even if you just do like do one like that you are knowingly doing that. Okay. And just like write it and let it out and see if anything changes after that. I know one thing that slowed my writing down a lot is when I didn't want to write about my ex anymore. I was tired of giving her that much, not weight, but like just giving her that much energy. I was kind of over wanting to talk about that. And it ended up hurting my writing because there were still things that I was struggling with and dealing with and wanting to kind of put together. But I was done. I didn't want that shit anymore. And I feel like a lot of times when people write and they're doing a lot and they're just busting ass and writing all these fucking poems or stories or whatever, and then they stop, it's usually because like whatever that muse is, whether it's a good muse or a bad muse, they're saying no to it. And when you say no to something, like what else are you going to get? You know? So like I've been writing, but just to like let you feel a little bit better. Let's see. Yes, oh my God. Matt on the fucking truth. Okay, so check this out. Like, this is like from my experience here. Okay. So I have not been writing as much as I was writing. Okay. Before let me see, what would be probably September or October. No, probably more like September. That was probably my last like super productive period. Since then, since I've said I'm not going to write about that anymore, I'm not going to write about her anymore, I'm not going to do this anymore. I haven't really written, well, I haven't written as much, period. But I have been writing. But the thing here is, when because like I don't feel the catharsis from those poems like that I've written since then. I really, really don't. But what I will say, when I've let people read those poems or publish those poems or whatever, the feedback I've been getting is that these other poems are like some of the best poems I've written or the best poems I've written. And I don't feel that because I don't feel that like gushing blood when I'm reading it. I don't feel the like orgasmic burst, since we were talking about edging. I'm just putting that out there. But again, like our work, once we write it, is not for us anymore. That's not ours. That belongs to other people. Okay. And if those poems are resonating with other people, then that's really all that matters. And once you get what do you call it? Like once you get that new muse, because you will get new muses, okay? You will be able to feel that rush again. You will be able to do that. But again, it has to be you being honest with yourself. Like maybe I should write a chapbook today about me not wanting to write poems about my ex anymore because I'm tired of giving her that power over me. Maybe that would be that gush of shit, you know? Maybe that would do it. Take your own advice, you stupid fuck. Maybe I will. I don't know. Shar says, I got you some pins to send you. Dude, I'm not even going to fucking lie. That was like, seriously, I felt like I was in a Twilight Zone episode. Like, I went to the store. I got all this stationery shit. Saw the pins at the store. Didn't get them because I knew I had a ton of pins. Came home, collected all those pens that I had laying around here, started using them, and I would get like 4 letters in and then the pen would die. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Let me get a new pen out. Yep, fuck, nope. And it was just like it was like the fucking dude who finally had all the time to read and then he broke his glasses after the world ended, you know? It was just like, and I don't mean to be like overly dramatic about shit, but for fuck's sake, like that was fucking weird. So yeah, so that was good. No, thank you so much. Anybody else got anything? Bunny, you got anything? The guy from the local tattoo parlor. The guy from the local tattoo parlor, I was telling him you ran out. He brought you some. Oh my gosh. Random tattoo artists from around the world are giving me pens now. That's fucking awesome. Well, thank you, and thank your tattoo artist. That's very, very sweet. I appreciate you guys a great deal. Come on, hair, go in the fucking hole. Let me see. Can I send you my poems and they can be for you and not for me anymore, and I could be free of them? Yes, if you need to do that, do that. But Bunny, keep your fucking work. Okay? Make sure you have it. Make sure you have thumb drives. Make sure you have Google Drives. whatever the fuck it is you need. I do not want any more of these little mishaps where Bunny loses half or all of her work. For the love of God, please keep track of your poetry. Your poems are like your children, Bunny. You can't just let them wander off. You can't misplace them. Shit. Bunny's like, dude, that was too close to home. What the fuck are you doing that for? Not cool, dude. Not cool. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. All right. And then like your kid will eventually grow up and move away from you. Just like your poems will eventually grow up a lot quicker usually. The gestation is a lot faster with poetry. And then your poems will move away from you. No, it's cool. It's valid to say. Oh my fucking God. Okay. Yeah, we're about ready for this. Okay. So let's talk about getting over exes. Okay. And I'm gonna just say this right off the bat. Like, I don't think anyone should be taking relationship advice from me. Okay. I have had many relationships, and a lot of them were filled with toxic behavior. Um, I'll take some of the blame on that too, on both sides. Okay. But um, I do not have all the answers for this. But what I do have is experiences and mistakes that I've made. And if like my mistakes can help you, then great. And then if you are going through a breakup right now, or you are fresh out of a breakup, or like you feel a breakup coming, hopefully the things I'm going to say can give you a little glimmer of hope. And what I'm going to focus on right now, I'm not going to focus on my ex and what she did and the things I did because I thought that's what I was supposed to do and all this other shit. I'm not going to talk about any of that. But what I'm going to talk about today are dreams. Okay. And this might be a little lofty, but I think this has a lot to do with things. Now, some of you are people who like never remember their dreams. Okay. And so, a way that I know to remember dreams, because like a lot of you, you just say you don't dream at all. And that's probably an amazing thing. And that probably means like you can sleep and get a good night's sleep and then you just fucking wake up refreshed. Good for you. Eat shit. No, I'm just kidding. But if you're anything like me, you sleep until the dream you're having shocks you to the point where you have to wake up to get out of that realm that you're in. Okay. I dream super vividly. I always have. Like I have full on conversations in my dreams, and they are very like tangible. Like you can feel things. Like I could reach out and touch things and feel it in my dreams. Okay. Now, for those of you who want to remember your dreams, because for some of you, when you are waking up, you can usually remember your dream. And then, like, you get up and, like, you go take a piss or whatever the fuck it is you do. And just on that walk from your bed to the bathroom, like, the dream is just like vanishing. It's like dissolving. And then you just can't remember it anymore. Okay. So, what I have heard works and what actually does work for me, when you first wake up from that dream, don't move your head. Like, keep your head exactly where it is when you open your eyes and start replaying that dream. Okay. Start like hitting all the main points. And if there were words exchanged, repeat those words in your head. Okay. Now, this is if you want to remember the dream. If you don't want to remember the dream, get the fuck up and take a piss, for fuck's sake. Okay. But if you do want to remember the dream, don't move, wake up, just replay it as much as you can in your head. And then once you've done that to the point where you think you've got it, either start speaking it aloud or start writing it down if you want to remember that. Okay. But what I will say is if you are going to write it down, make sure that you, what's the word I'm looking for here? Make sure you have good penmanship when you first wake up. Because I've written down dreams I've had that, like, when I looked at it later in the day, it was like I was writing in Arabic or something. I had no idea what the fuck I wrote. Let's see. Mindy, hello. Deep says, "Are you going to tell us how to learn how to lucid dream so we could tell off our exes?" No, but what I am going to tell you is that as you are healing, your dreams will change. Okay. So for instance, when me and my ex first split up, the dreams that I was having about her were much more angry. But at the same time, there was a lot of like passion. There was a lot of romanticism. There was a lot of sex. There was a lot of like passion. I have no other way of putting it. And the passion was the love making, the fights, the anger, all that shit. Okay. And I was having dreams like that for a long time. And then the dreams kind of turned to spite. Like she would do things in my dreams that were just spiteful, just to like hurt me. Okay. Then there came a point in my dreams where we would try to be friends and like, but it was always at this point, it was weird because I would either be in a new place or she would be in a new place. And we were just trying to talk as friends and trying to kind of like work out how we can still like be in each other's lives and how we can still like be there for one another if we needed to be there for one another. But then like it wouldn't work and it would turn to spite and the whole fucking thing would start all over again. Then finally, like more recently, my dreams are our lives are totally, we've both moved on. We are doing our own thing, have new relationships, the whole deal. And then the dream I fucking had last night, it was so weird. It was, I will tell you, it was, we ran into each other and everybody knew that she had a new boyfriend. And I'm like, well, of course she has a new boyfriend. Like that checks out. Like I don't understand what the big deal is. But then like everyone started telling me like how awesome this dude was. And I'm like, that's fine. Like she should be with somebody awesome. Why shouldn't she be with somebody awesome? Like I wouldn't, like if I'm somebody's high watermark, that's pretty fucking sad. Um and just doing the whole thing. And then I started hanging out with the both of them. And like, I'm trying to think of how this was working out. Like, he started doing this like pissing contest thing with me. Like, he was trying to like be like better at shit. Like he kept trying to like one up me. And then he started kind of like roughhousing a little bit, like just kind of fucking around, being like whatever. And I got really fucking violent with him. And then apparently we were in a like an RV, like driving. We were in motion and we were fucking around, and I pushed him and he went out the door. And then when the door flew open, we realized we were on this like windy road, like up on a cliff, and the motherfucker just like falls like thousands of feet. And I killed this fucking dude, and I felt really bad. And then my ex is like, fuck, like we weren't married yet. Like I'm not gonna get his money. She's like, how could you fucking do that to me? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. Like I had no idea where we were. I had no idea that that was gonna happen. And she was like really upset. Like she wasn't like raging at me. She was more dumbfounded that she now wasn't going to get what this guy was going to offer her. And I felt really fucking bad about it. Don't cut yourself down. I'm not cutting myself down. I'm just like in all honesty, like when I said that thing, I'm honest where like everyone I've ever been with, I always want them to do good. Like I want them to do better. I want them to like live life. I want them to like I don't ever want them to like look back and go fuck. Like I'm worse off now than I was when I was with him. I want them to go, dude, I'm doing great. I'm thriving. I want that for them. I really fucking do. Like that's like no fucking joke. And I want better for me. Like I want like fucking the best ever. Like I want every year to be a better year than the year before. So like, you know, no shade. Like just do fucking better, guys. Um but yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that your dreams will like show you your progress, where at like of like how over a situation you are. Now, that whole thing, that whole process is not quick. It takes a while. But like I just want you guys to know X's got me asking why. Why what? And what's up, Adam? So you will get over it. You will be able to move on. You will be able to do these things. And most of the time, if you ever miss the person, you're not missing the person as much as you're missing the memories of that period, of when you felt good, when things were good. Because when I think back to my ex, when I remember stuff and like think back, I'm always sorry, bad joke. XY, get it? Ah, very good. Ah, I get it. Very, very good. Very good. Sorry, I'm thick. That's what she said. When I think back on the relationship, I think back to the good part. And I never remember the bad part. And the bad part was really fucking bad. But I never think about that. I always think about the good part. And the only time when I think of the bad part is when I have had to like converse with her in any way. And within like just a second of talking, like I'm like, oh shit, that's right. Okay, yeah, sorry, my bad. Let me walk backwards into the hedge now. I completely understand. Um, Bit personal, but I had a rough break with my best friend when I was 16, and it's 14 years later, and I still have dreams where we meet again and patch things up almost every week. It's crazy. Like in a situation like that, I would almost say maybe you should try. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I hear you. But like growth and all that shit, like all of that is like what you're supposed to gain from stuff. And don't get me started on this one. Adam, what's up, man? But like the thing here is seriously, as painful as all this shit is, like it should be something you learn from, something you grow from, you know? Like when you get to the point when you could be grateful that that person was in your life because of the things that you were shown, that's when you know that things are okay and that you have moved on. And that's really, really, really important. And for a lot of you, like you're not going to think that that's ever something that could ever fucking happen. But it will happen, you know? It just takes time. And it's kind of like here's a good example. My first wife, I don't know if I would pump the brakes if she walked out in front of my car. Okay? Just being honest here. Okay? But like my child, I have with my first wife. And I fucking love my kid and my kid's amazing. And if that was the only thing I got out of that relationship, which I don't think it was, I think I got a lot more out of it than that. But like that's enough to like be able to put up with all the stupid bullshit that came from that chick. She's the only person who I'm like really like I just don't give a shit, and it's not because of anything she did to me. It's because of the kind of mother she was to my kid. Like you fuck with me all you want, I don't really give a shit. You fuck with my kid, I'm gonna cut your fucking. All right, you guys know what I'm saying. Other than that, like I really hope everyone has done well for themselves, and that's good. That's healthy, you know. Like wanting to like wish ill upon people who've wronged us and shit like that, that takes so much out of us. Like don't do that. Like you don't have to like want to give them a hug in your bank account, but just like let them be. You know, like if there is any karma in the universe, it will eventually get to the person. Okay? You have no control over that. And you probably won't know when it happens and you won't be there to relish in it. So because of that, don't fucking worry about it. Just live your fucking best life. Be the best fucking you that you can be. That's the only thing you have any fucking control over when it comes to breakups. But the healing does take a bit. It does take a while. And it's rough. And if you, like how we were talking about at the beginning of this, if you write that shit and because here's the example, or like what happened with me. My muse left, okay? And then my muse became the absence of my muse, okay? And that chunk of writing was very difficult to not only write. I mean, it was easy coming out, but going back over it and reading that shit again and like seeing myself in total darkness and total despair was really fucking hard for me. And I feel like that kept the cycle going because I didn't know how to get out of that. And every time I was rereading those poems, I started over again. I started the whole, like, I would open those wounds again. And that's why I rarely read anything I write. Once I write it, and this is again why first drafts are the way to go. Because I just do not want to relive that, you know? And that's why, so for those of you who don't know, I have a big ass poetry collection that is probably going to come out hopefully sometime this year called Seasons of the Muse. And it goes from when me and my ex first started talking through our whole relationship and through our breakup. And the reason why the book hasn't come out yet is because not only was it hard for me to read and go back over the poems of our breakup, but it was fucking hard to read the poems about when things were good. It was really fucking hard. And I needed time away from my fucking emotion to be able to heal, to be able to go back and read that shit. And right now, I feel like I'm in a place where I can read that shit, but I still haven't done it yet. Like, it's still like I'm putting it on hold a bit because I just do not want to deal with that shit. But as Bunny, as we were talking about earlier, the like release when I was writing those poems, that was the best release I ever had writing poetry. Like the ejaculation. I don't know. We were using sexual terms when we were talking about it before, but the like explosion of emotion and the explosion of like every feeling inside of me was so satisfying when she was my muse and I was writing about her. So, I'm pretty sure I'm at a point now where I could write about her. I mean, there are some poems about her in Winner Your Mom's Sodomy Prize. So, and for a while, those were really hard to read when I was doing readings. And there were a couple times when I would be reading a poem, like in public, and then I just start crying, you know? It's kind of tough, kind of a bitch, you know? But like those poems I could read now and I'm okay. So I think I'm pretty much all right now. So again, your dreams, okay, are probably going to be the best barometer as to where you are in your healing process. Another thing might be like, do not, okay, this is where I'm giving bad advice. I stopped, like, people are dropping like flies on the stream right now. They're like, I can't fucking do this. I can't hang with this. Do not follow them on social media. Block them on everything. Okay. You do not want to see, because in case you guys don't know what social media is, it is an amplification of the life that people think or wish that they're having at that moment. When you see someone on social media super happy doing something, they're not happy. And the thing they're doing, it makes it look like that's what they're doing all the time, but that was just like a millisecond snapshot out of like weeks of fucking boredom and misery. Okay. I'm not trying to like sound overly like negative about this, but it's true. Like the life you see on social media is not real life. Okay. So that's the first thing. The second thing is typically what a lot of people do on social media is they put forward the self that they want people to see, the self that they hope that they can be perceived as, which again means not the real them. It's like it's a mirage, let's say. So right off the bat, do not fucking, like, as soon as you break up with someone, as hard as it is and as much as it's gonna fucking kill you, block all that shit. Time goes by, time goes by, time goes by. Then you'll see a picture of them, whether it's like on your phone, like your phone's like, hey, here's a memory. I'm gonna fucking ruin your life right now, or something like that. Or if you guys have mutual friends and you see someone post something and they're in the post or whatever, when you go, oh shit, she's not that great. Like, wow, shit. Like, that is a good moment for you, like mentally. Okay. When you can look at somebody that you used to love and would have done anything for, and then suddenly you look at them and you're like, oh, shit. Yeah, they're okay, but they're not, you know, when you can do that, just know, like, give yourself a high five because, like, you are healing, you are growing. Those phone memories, Adam knows, dude. Dude, it's the worst. It is the absolute worst. Oh, I hated that. I kept trying to like delete that whole thing off my phone, and I thought I did. And then the other day, not a memory of her, but a memory thing popped up. And I'm like, how did you get back on my phone, you bastard? So I got to figure out how to make that go away again. Bunny says, I'm just grateful they're gone and I'm never going to see them except in dreams. There you go. That's a good way to look at it. But the whole idea of this is that, like, what is it? Time heals all wounds, or time wounds all heals. You guys know what I'm talking about. And it's annoying, but it's the truth. It does get better, everybody. So with that said, and then bringing it back to writing, you have to figure out what your inspiration is for your writing, what your muse is. I mean, you don't have to figure out what your muse is. Your muse usually just makes you fucking do things or inspires you to do things. But you have to decide if you want to allow yourself to be in that pit for a long period of time. Okay. Or be okay with not doing a whole lot until you get better. Okay. Because again, your poems are to help you as you write them, but they're to help other people once they're done. Okay. So don't get so up your own ass that you can't get out of your despair, because that doesn't fucking help anybody. Oh, let's see here. Wow, you guys are making me not feel so bad about never having had a partner all my life. Oh yeah, you're doing great. Like, you're killing it. Yeah. Dude, everyone give a big fucking thumbs up to Deep in the Reads, dude. for just staying clear of all this shit. Oh man, up top, deep in the reeds. Boom, dude. Good job. Yeah, it's rough out there. It's rough out there. But I think the other thing that makes it difficult, especially when we're dealing with dreams, is, at least for me, because my dreams are so real. Like, I hate like waking up thinking about that. That bothers me. Even though, because like I'm getting to the point where like I'm getting so excited, and I was telling somebody this morning. I was like, I'm just looking forward to never dreaming about her again. Like, that's going to be so awesome when I know that those are done, that my dreams about her are over, you know? Because, like, I don't know why dreams are dreams. A lot of people have studied this and come up with different things, and it's just us like working through shit. And a lot of people will also say that dreams are also um, a thing where the people in your dreams are just avatars for emotions or events or something like that. And the person that you most associate with said event or said emotion becomes that avatar in your dream. And that checks out. Like, I could totally see that. um I think the thing that makes it different in this situation for me is that when we are constantly at different stages of talking out our bullshit, like, Jesus Christ, like, I was getting into fucking like arguments and deep talks about the relationship the whole time we were together, and now she's gone and has been gone for a long ass time now, and I'm still having these conversations in my dreams. Fuck me, dude. So, like, I'm just really looking forward to the time when that isn't a thing anymore. But healing is good, and healing happens just like if you cut your arm or something. Like, you cut your arm, you're bleeding like a fucking bleeding fucking thing, whatever the fuck that is. Then it starts to heal, and then it gets a scab. If you keep picking the scab, it's still gonna bleed. All that shit. You let it sit, the scab goes away, you have a nasty scar. As time goes, the scar fades. Okay. It's just how healing works. And so, from just a relationship standpoint and a mental health standpoint, you're doing good. It's just going to take a long time. If you are a writer, if you are an artist, every time we write about this stuff, it's picking at the scab. Okay. And some of it might feel really good, just like picking a scab. Okay. But the more you do it, the more you do it. Okay. So there is going to come a point when you say, and you're going to have to say it, and you're probably going to have to say it out loud, I'm not going to pick that scab anymore. I'm going to let that heal over. You have to decide to let that heal, because the problem a lot of us have is that we almost fall in love with the loss, because the loss has been with us for so long. And the loss of that relationship becomes the new relationship. All right. Like, I know a guy who, him and his chick broke up, like, I think 8 years ago. And he's still not over it, because he's been without the relationship longer than he was in the relationship. But because he can't let go of that loss, he's still in a very long-term relationship with his fucking misery. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, you have to then break up with the pain and the misery in order to get over that and to move forward. So, a lot of tough love today, guys. Shit, dude. Oh, did not mean to get that fucking hard on you guys there. Let's see. Seriously though, I still know the feeling with losing friends. Had something like that recently. That is rough. Adam says time really does heal. I recently had an ex I used to think was God's gift slide into my DMs, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. The release of the infatuation, it's a good feeling. Damn. That is powerful shit, dude. Like, seriously, like, good for you for being able to do the distance, because that's fucking hard. That is really fucking hard. So good for you there. So anyway, is there anything more lighthearted you guys want to talk about? You guys want to talk about poetry or Thai food or Tagalog? Oh my fucking god. I just like totally like sent people into like manic depression. Seriously though, don't think about the depressing part. Think about the getting out of the depressing part. Okay? I've given you all the tools. All you need to do is take them. Where can I get your Thai food poetry? I don't think I've written Thai food poetry. Maybe that's something I need to look into. Yes. That might be something to look into. Good God. Wow. Thai food poetry. I mean, you could just watch the videos. So the video I put up today was me eating mangoes and then deciding I wanted Thai food and then ordering said Thai food and then ordering a lot of it and then immediately like regretting that I've spent money ordering that much Thai food. At the end of the video, I have the info card of the live stream I did where I got the Thai food and ate the Thai food. So I didn't say it in the video, but if you want to actually see the Thai food that I got and watch me eat it and have little mouth gasms the whole time, make sure you click that bit after. I was kind of curious if Poetic Anarchy Press was anarchist in the political sense. Kind of curious about underground political artsy poetry zines. The whole idea behind Poetic Anarchy Press, and it's funny that you mentioned this because this was something I was thinking about a lot last night on how to move forward with it. The idea about it is more philosophical, I guess, than political, in the sense that the anarchy isn't necessarily about a certain thing as much as it is about art and about you not needing permission to create and for you to do whatever the fuck you want and to not feel fucking bad about it. Just fucking do the thing. But I have noticed that a lot of that shit transcends art and can be put into any facet of your life. Like the rules are don't hurt anybody and enjoy yourself. That's it. For the most part. Are there rules beyond that? I don't know. But just do whatever the fuck you want to do. There are no gatekeepers. You can do anything in your art, in your life, in your work, in your relationships. Now, again, I said don't hurt anybody, so figure out how that works. But just for you inside, it is just a reminder that you can do anything you want without having to answer to anyone. Within within reason. You see what I'm saying? Um, when I spoke at that Zine Fest, at that thing out in the desert, there was somebody there who like mainly does political anarcho type zines. And one of the things that they do that I thought was really cool was they would make zines about whatever political thing was going on at that moment that inspired them to make a zine about it. And then they would go to a place where they weren't like on the schedule of, and either set a table up or put their stuff up on someone else's table and like walk away and just like leave a bunch of shit there. And I thought that was kind of cool. And like their big thing was just getting the stuff out so people could like see it and read it. But they were curious because they had never written anything like about them. Like they've never like dealt with any emotional or like internal type work. Everything was super external about everything else around them. And so they were there because they wanted to get a little more into that. And so that was cool. And I wish I had a name or a website, but I don't think they had a website. They would just, they appear and drop things and split. That's it. So, but that was pretty interesting. Anything else? You guys got any other tidbits? What else do I have on my list here? Oh, giveaways. Okay, so I'm going to be doing giveaways. I don't know, maybe for the foreseeable future. The idea was that I was going to I need to figure out a way to do it. If it should be like a video thing or a poll thing or like a question answer thing on the community tab. But I was going to give away a bunch of these to people domestically if they win the fucking thing or whatever, and then do more of the chapbooks for those people who were out of the country, because I just did a big like shipment, like shipping out orders last week, and there were about 5 orders that were overseas. And the overseas, I mean, domestic prices have gone up a lot for mailing, but overseas prices have gone up so much. Like I was kind of in shock. So I'm going to keep the overseas packages very slim. Whereas domestic, I could just send a book, media mail, and kind of go with that. So what ideas do you guys have for what I could do for giveaways? Like what should be the thing? I suck at calculating postage. Dude, it is the worst. I'm so bad at it. And I heard that in July the rates are going up again. So I have no idea like what anything's gonna fucking cost. I'm so shit. I'm so shit at it. What do you all think? Give me some ideas here. What are some good giveaway things I can do? I want to do like something crazy because I dig crazy, but I don't know how to make people do crazy. So yeah. That is the thought. Maybe raffle could be for scene plus original artwork. Maybe throw in some weird thrifted books you find too. See, I would love to throw in books like from like all over because I'm getting rid of all this shit anyway. I would love to do that, but the postage, like it, because what I want to do is I want to do a giveaway every day for like a month. And if I'm doing a giveaway every day for a month, that is going to like cost a couple bucks at the end of the month. So I'm trying because I'm also trying to save my money because I'm about to do something pretty fucking stupid and just kind of wander the earth for a while. So I have to be a little more chill. Throw some ebooks in there. Ebooks, yes. I'm going to keep the ebook idea on the back burner because what I would like to do with that is do like a trying to figure out a way to do that. I would love see, I always want to do things too big. So like I'm like, oh, I should give away every ebook I've put out and just have like a big giant zip file full of ebooks to give away to somebody. That would be really cool. I would like to do that. Okay, but what are the things that I do to make the giveaway happen? Like, what, like, do I go first comment gets this? Do I do first person to answer this question, meaning who's the fastest typer on Google? Like, what are some of the things I can do? Wander the earth to whoever wins the giveaway to save on postage. Oh, that's a horrible idea. What if somebody lives where it's fucking snowing? I don't want to fucking do that. I want to wander beautiful beaches with coconuts, man. For fuck's sake. First person to knock on your door. Yeah, that's not gonna fucking happen. Well, I will say this: the first person who knocks on my door could have all my fucking furniture. Fucking do a bitch a favor. Fucking come on over and get my shit. Good God, that would be fucking amazing. Oh, God, Adam, you're fucking like making me all wishful for shit that's not going to happen. I just want you to come to Canada. No, dude, that's funny. Yeah, you're not the first person who said that they want me to come to Canada. So, yeah, I don't know, dude. It's just Canada to me just seems really fucking cold with not a whole lot of stuff in between places. I think there's a lot of places on the planet that nature was like, hey, you shouldn't live here because like nature will kill you. If you live in a place where if you did not have a house and you had to sleep outside, that you would die, like I don't think like we're supposed to be there. And like right now, Elon Musk is scratching his head, going, "Let's go to Mars." Um, let's see here. Best Matt Wall impression video. Yeah, like boy, talk about begging for fucking insults. Let's make that happen. Which is a terrible idea, and I'm sending it anyway. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm not going to tell people not to do it, but like, I don't know if I have the thick enough skin to be able to fucking watch that over and over again. Um, it's not cold. Oh my God, our country caught fire last year. Well, yeah, I mean, I know there's times when things catch fire. We catch fire here all the time too. I just want a beautiful beach. Give me some white sand and turquoise water, put a fucking snorkel in my mouth, and put my head underwater. I'm not asking for the world, people. Let's see. Oh, I don't like text messages like that. So that one's not getting a fucking response. Yeah. And that's another thing I need to work on. My paranoia. I get so fucking paranoid. I need to really lay off paranoia. I should talk to my therapist about that. That would give her something to do. Yeah, I'll make it her fucking problem. Sorted. Point for me. Ask for haiku. I would like a haiku about something. Let me see. Yeah, maybe I should just do little questions. That's easy. Questions. You could just put names into a random choice generator online. Oh my God, I have one of those on my phone. Because I did one of those a while ago. Oh, that's such a good idea. I think I'm going to do it. Okay, deep in the reads, you won. You won. So because you won, you get something. So I'm going to mail you something. So you have some of my stuff, I think. So I don't know what you don't have, but I will send you something. Dude, the fucking raffle generator thing. It's a stupid app. And it doesn't even work very well, but it worked well enough when I used it before. What is up, Gilsdorf? Wait, that was the giveaway? Was that a test all along? No, I'm not. I don't think things out that well. So it just happened right now. I'm like, yes, you win. You also live in Canada, so you're getting a chapbook. I'll send you one. Look, do you have this one? What one is this one? Do you have this one? Me as an action figure. If you don't have this, I will mail this to you. So send me an email and make sure I have your address. I do not. Boom. There you go. You got it. There it is. Allergies making me feel like garbage. Oh, that's awful. Do you have Claritin or anything like that? If I don't have Claritin almost on the daily, I'm a fucking wreck, bro. Claritin has been like my lifesaver. Yeah, for real. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't say no to an actual Matt Wall action figure. Yeah, well, those are in the works. Let's just say. As much as I would want it to look like a fucking He-Man, it would probably end up looking like a goddamn Funko Pop. Let's be real here. But yeah, so yeah, I'll sign it for sure. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for fucking giving me a good idea. I got stuff, but I took it too late to prevent full body ache. Ah, shit. Yeah, you just got to ride this one out, man. Yeah, and like honestly, I'm not a doctor, so don't fucking listen to me. But I try to take my Claritin every day when I take my vitamins. So it's like it's happening every day. So fucking deal with it. Allergies. And there was this other one too, and I'm trying to remember the name. Singular? Is that an allergy thing? My doctor wanted me to take them both every day and see how that worked. And I think it worked well. But when I get nervous that I'm not going to be able to get my doctor to renew a prescription in time, I'll start taking I'll take Claritin today and I'll take the other one the next day. And then I rotate them like that. Probably shouldn't be playing roulette with prescription medications, but I'm not doing hardcore drugs and sleeping with hookers, so I got to do something to keep my fucking brain going, Somebody fucking asked if I was going to make a poster of that cover with the action figure, like a big wall poster. And I thought that was a bit odd. But now that I know somebody wants that, I'll probably end up doing that too. It's always weird though. There should be a total line of poet action figures where they're all like barbarian looking. So you have your Poe, Shel Silverstein, Bukowski, and then a little spindly T.S. Eliot that they could all beat up. Sorry. I kid. I'm not kidding. I kid. Major concern is just eating. This stuff makes me hungry. Byron action figure with spring-loaded thrust action. Dude, I didn't even think about accessories or what their action would be. Funko Pop Ovid. Oh my god. I'm trying to think because obviously the Poe figure could come with a raven. That's fun. The Bukowski one could come with a plethora of bottles. Maybe they should come with typewriters. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? I'm so down for barbarian poets. I collect all sorts of stuff actually, but there's a gaping hole in my collection for poets. You had me at gaping hole. Yeah, who do we got to talk to about that? We need to figure it out. We what toy manufacturer in China can we get together with to make this happen? Got to feed little guy. Hope everyone has a good one. Take care, Bunny, and happy lunch or dinner, whatever meal this is. There are statues of musicians. I think they're called icons with a Z. Oh, because that's hip as fuck. Is there statues of Imagine Dragons, Adam? Do they have a line of statues too? I'm just fucking with you. Oh shit. That's the fucking tagline. Fill your gaping hole with poets. And the card they come on is just a big fucking void. That's the gaping hole. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. And then I had to fucking pick on T.S. Eliot again, in my imagination, in my imaginary world of play. Cheryl, you want a Matt Wall action figure? Oh my gosh, everybody wants the action figure. Oh shit. So what would my spring action thing be? Do I blow smoke like a dragon? What's my thing? What would be my action or my accessory? If you made it William S. Burroughs, people really wouldn't know what kind of gaping hole was being referred to. Dude, I'm just going to fucking say this, dude. If I made a William S. Burroughs action figure, somebody from his estate would be on me like fucking white on rice, dude. They would shut that shit down or want a big ass fucking check from the fucking second it happens, dude. I don't know how that I don't know if you guys follow it. There's a couple companies that are constantly making action figures of like side characters from popular movies and shit like that. And I don't know how they skirt copyright laws. I really have no idea because I can't imagine that they're making enough money with the action figures that they're making to be paying out license fees every 5 fucking minutes. So let me know how to do that. Blowing vaping smoke like a dragon, yes. No, they don't do only side characters, but those are the ones that I see that I always go, oh, that's fucking cool. How come no one hasn't fucking come up with that before? But yeah, they do all sorts of shit. I'm trying to remember the name of the company. One of them I think is called Reaction, but there's a few different ones. It's amazing. Like if I had a very disposable income and I owned my own home to where I knew I could turn my house into a museum, I would get all that shit and have it up. Your action figure would have to have stylable hair and tattoos. Okay, so now I'm a Barbie. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Have you seen? Oh man, I got to do this now. Hang on. Have you seen the crazy knockoff figures like Spoderman? Maybe that's what it is. They spell the names wrong, and so Bat Human. Yeah, I've seen that shit. That's fucking awesome. They should make a PVC statue of Linda Cardinelli from ER. Wow. I think we just went deep into your bank there, bro. Which one is she? I think I've seen ER like once. I'm such a bad show watcher. I used to be a really good show watcher. I'm not very good now. Yeah, my thing could be like you pull my arm down and my beard grows. And then when you put my arm up, my beard gets short. So it's like beard grow action. The nurse who played Velma in the live action Scooby Doo. Again, like I'm not computing these words. I do not understand. The only person I know from ER, and now that I'm saying this, I don't even know if she was on ER, was I think her last name sounded like Margarella Reese or something. Like she had curly fry hair. I can't remember what her name was. Chia pet with growing beard. Oh, I should definitely be a fucking chia pet. Oh, who runs Chia Pet Company? I need to get on this. And it would be the biggest chia pet there is because my head's the size of a fucking Volkswagen. So yeah, that would be awesome. Beard, sometimes mohawk, sometimes not. You could make the hairdo that you want. Must bounce now. Yes, take care. Hey, Adam, you and me, we got to talk, man. Didn't mean to make that sound scary. We'll talk. It's good. It's good. Okay, so yeah, deep in the reads, send me an email with your address so I have it right in away in the thing. I'll send that to you, and that'll go out with my orders this week. And for again, because I'll start probably. Should I start wrapping this up? I'm going to start wrapping this up unless you guys have things to chat. Like if you're like, oh, here, let's talk about this topic. Blah 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 blah. We'll start winding down, but we still have a good amount of people here, so I don't want to just like leave you guys hanging. And now my coffee's cold. Let's do this. So as far as plugs go, A lot of things have sold out. I'm going to be doing an update video on what I have left now because that has changed. But my Etsy shop is still up for the time being. But again, it's not going to be up for much longer. Amazon, there is a bunch of ebooks up there if you want to get. If you want to have live streams with me, like Monday through Friday every day, just for a cup of coffee and shit, and talk about what our goals are that day, join the crew. Any level gets you that access. That's another thing that's changing. The levels are completely changing, and it's going to be more of a just you can support me for however much, and everyone is basically getting the same thing for the most part. So jump on that if you want. I'm sure there's a button somewhere if you want to join the crew. And yeah, let me see. Is there anything else happening? I don't know. Oh yeah, and things, and again, like if you guys like the writing tip kind of videos, those work really well when you guys actually have a question for me and you want me to hit that up. So make sure to either leave a comment with a question on any of the videos or email me a question, and I will gladly make a video on said topic. Okay, I'm fading here, guys. I'm fading. I think I'm going to call it. Thank you so much for spending time with me this lovely Sunday. I hope you guys have a great day. Type hard as always. Do the thing, and do whatever you want as long as you're not hurting other people. Okay, guys? So, I'll see you guys later.